When you die, God is taking me to my future. You want to kill me the way that Rihanna wants to kill me?
Her spirit is in the spirit of the world, and it is very non-purposeful.
Rihanna's over there, and she's there with the devil. They don't want me to get money. They don't want me to be successful. I made $3,000 one day on a day trade trading NVDA. And then Rihanna, she pops up in the spirit with the devil, and they're like, man. And then they went over and they attacked a legal case. They went and attacked my lawyer, Jennifer Meister, and they took her spirit and her energy, and they were just right there. Like, I could see them vivid as day.
That's Satan. He just wants to kill something beautiful, just like his Rihanna.
You guys need to wake up and don't give that girl any attention. They want to come over here and steal my thoughts.
Goodness gracious. Psychosis is real, y'all. I really cannot fathom that if things had gone sideways in Rihanna's home this past weekend, this video would be about something very different. Jeez. And people close to Rihanna, or who were once close to her, have all something to say, including her ex, Chris Brown. But honestly though, do y'all know that parasocial relationships are a thing? This is basically a one-sided emotional connection, where a person feels close to a media personality, such as a celebrity, despite the fact that the personality is unaware of their existence. To be frank, this is the only way we can explain why Ivana Ortiz pulled up to Rihanna's home in a white Tesla, packed across the street from the property's front gate, and from inside the vehicle, opened fire. Well, apparently, various celebrities have tried reaching out to Rihanna to offer their support, including, allegedly, Chris Brown. Sources close to him report that Chris Brown feels completely distressed by the whole thing. And get this, he blames A$AP Rocky for not doing enough to protect the family. Allegedly, he believes A$AP Rocky is very soft and only spends his time playing dress-up and staying out trying to build an acting career, when Rihanna is left at home spending all her time raising up the kids. Before y'all start with all that propaganda, baby, this was a scary moment for everyone, and I don't think anyone should be faulted for wanting Rihanna to be safe. And when it comes to that A$AP Rocky comments, it kinda makes sense, because it is being reported that one of Ops might have ordered the hit. Now, based on reports, Ivana Ortiz, a 35-year-old woman and a licensed speech pathologist from Orlando, Florida, pulled up to Rihanna's home, where she was just having a good day with her family and started firing like crazy. Luckily, no one was hurt in the process, but that incident scared not just Rihanna, but the rest of the family and their neighbors. So Ivana was arrested within 30 minutes and charged, and the bail was initially set at a wild $10 million because of the number of people she put at risk, though it was later adjusted to around $1.8 million. Initially, prosecutors noted that there were people in Rihanna's home, as well as the property adjacent to it at the time of the incident, which made Ivana's actions reckless and very dangerous. And upon further investigations, investigators also found several posts about Rihanna on Ivana's social media pages, like one where she was like, "Are you there? Say something to me directly instead of sneaking around like you talking to me where I'm not at." Honey, that was literally just one of them, cause there's an entire trail where she talked about what would happen after Rihanna's death, saying, "Listen, Rihanna, when you die, God is taking me to my future." She also claimed Rihanna was the one who wanted to unalive her, and compared Rihanna's face to the devil. Basically, Ivana keeps saying Rihanna stole her thoughts, stays jealous of everything she does, invades her dreams every night, and blocks her from the life she's supposed to have. She also claims Rihanna's spirit literally has no purpose, and once she's out of the picture, God is gonna hand her the destiny that's been waiting. OMG. This is crazy, y'all, and hella scary. And by the way, Ivana didn't just target Rihanna. She has a history of posting unhinged rants about Cardi B, Kim Kardashian, and she even tried to file a legal injunction to stop a Billie Eilish concert in Florida because of noise. She actually believes these celebrities know her, are jealous of her, and she is better than them. But then her Facebook page also has several posts of Drake, which are making people wonder whether it has anything to do with Drake. As far as motive and why she would specifically target Rihanna, the first thing that people have concluded is that this is just a typical case of severe mental illness mixed with celebrity fixation. You know, this actually happens more often than people realize. Some fans don't just admire celebrities, they start feeling like they have a real relationship with them. Over time, that admiration can twist into something deeper, believing the celebrity is sending them messages through songs, interviews, or social media posts. See, sometimes people who become obsessed with celebrities convince themselves they've communicated privately. Maybe Ivana thought Rihanna followed her with a secret account. Maybe she believes they've exchanged hidden messages through posts or lyrics. So, if she felt rejected or ignored, it possibly triggered a sense of betrayal. Baby, as crazy and scary as this sounds, this is something that actually happens in real life. On the other hand, there are people who are suggesting that maybe there was an interaction that actually happened between Rihanna and Ivana that didn't go well. People are talking about how maybe Rihanna went to a restaurant where the suspect was working and disrespected her and treated her like crap. It could also be as simple as someone who once met Rihanna briefly at an event and interpreted that moment as something deeper. But then there are people saying that we also can't ignore that this may have been a setup. I mean, what if the woman wasn't targeting Rihanna on her own? What if someone else wanted Rihanna targeted? Think about it. Truth be told, celebrities move in circles where there are business deals, rivalries, ex-associates, and people who might have grudges. And if everything that has been exposed so far, it would not be too surprising. Regardless of what may have been the motive, best believe that Rihanna was not about to just sit there and wait for another incident. The very next day, she was spotted loading up private jets with suitcases and bassinets to get her family the heck out of LA. Of course, she's also terrified because the entire family, including her mom, were in the house when the incident occurred, and she was just going about her day washing dishes when that crazy woman showed up. And ASAP Rocky was nowhere to be found. He has not even made a statement on this entire situation, and there was an outpouring of love for Rihanna after the incident from fans and fellow celebrities, including, allegedly, Chris Brown. But fans think Chris shouldn't be the one giving out advice after all he did to her. Okay guys, okay. I know that Chris Brown and Rihanna do not necessarily have the best relationship. I get it. And we know the story of what happened between Rihanna and Chris Brown. Based on what Breezy himself said, they were in a Lamborghini the night prior to the Grammys in 2009 when Riri confronted Chris about smashing another woman. Then they started fighting, and Rihanna ended up with a busted lip, a black eye, and on her face. According to what Chris said, Rihanna grabbed his crotch while she was trying to get his phone off him, and in retaliation, he also bit her because he was trying to drive. He then said that Rihanna got out of the car and started to scream, "Help, he's trying to unalive me." And he was like, "Stop, we gonna get in trouble." As a result of that night, Chris was sentenced to 5 years probation, 1 year of DV counseling, and 6 months of community service.
I'm telling you the truth, I swear to God. I'm telling you the truth, stop it. So then she hits me a couple more times, and I just kind of it doesn't go from translation to let's sit down, I'm telling you the truth. It goes to now I'm finna be mean and be evil, arguing. So then I remember she tried to kick me. It's like just her just being upset, but then I really hit her, with a closed fist, I punched her. And it busted her lip.
However, the other angle that came up much later is that when Chris Brown and Rihanna were together, he got mad after Rihanna gave him an STD, which she had gotten from none other than Jay-Z. And after he confronted Rihanna for always having something in her mouth, Rihanna followed Chris to the Lamborghini and started fighting him for embarrassing her, and Chris retaliated. Allegedly, Chris was set up to take the fall for the incident. Allegedly! Anywho, that incident has followed Chris Brown his entire life. And every time people mention something about him, they go back to that incident. In fact, some people have even tried to use that narrative to help their cases. And in one lawsuit filed in 2021, his former housekeeper, Patricia Avila, claimed her sibling was mauled by his Caucasian shepherd Ovcharka, and Chris Brown called 911 after the alleged attack. Avila claimed to have seen the dog tear 3 to 4 inches of skin off her sister's arm, which caused her to suffer PTSD, anxiety, and panic attacks. Honestly, I don't know what that had to do with the incident involving Rihanna, but the housekeeper allegedly intended to introduce his past as evidence, and Chris moved to block any mention of Rihanna as it was not relevant to the case. So, yeah, that incident involving Rihanna will never go away. And now with allegations that he wants Rihanna to be safe, people apparently don't know what to think. Personally, I just find it weird how everybody knows where Rihanna's house is and treat it like it's a tourist attraction. Clearly, she needs to buff her security and maybe change house because she's not safe. Well, I've also heard people saying that she's always too available for fans and is always outside trying to live a normal life, while in reality, she's a celebrity and should take measures like other celebrities to stay safe. See how we never see Beyoncé just moving around in public places? It's because of such things. I don't know, guys. This entire situation has just been crazy, but you let me know what you think, including Chris Brown allegedly sending some love Rihanna's way in the comments section below.